Welcome to the video, everybody, and welcome to Goodwill. Here we are. It is Halloween time at Goodwill. If you recognize this Goodwill, you notice I'm shooting straight over to the right off the bat, which I typically don't do. But I saw some Hokas there, and I just wanted to quickly take a peek at them. Typically, when they have Hokas, they put them in the glass, so meaning they're priced to a point where I can't buy them. And hope to make a profit on them. So, spotted those, too worn out, and that's the reason why they were out there. We're going to cut through all these clothing racks right here, but I spotted a whole bunch of little toys. Unfortunately, everything was priced a little too high. Some cool, like, pop culture stuff. You see Gremlins in there. There's some controllers, Pac-Man, some Suicide Squad stuff. All this stuff appeared to be from. There are these bags. There's loot crate stuff in there, I see, and also stuff from these bags. There's some reaction figures. But there's these bags that you can get. They're by NECA. They make a lot of higher end collectible toys. But they sell like these mystery bags, and I've had a lot of success with buying those bags pretty cheap, usually at Goodwill or something. And instead of selling the bag as is, I'll open it and sell everything inside. And generally, everything inside goes for about $10, and you'll find I think it's like about 5 items inside those bags. And so I saw some stuff that appeared to be coming from those bags. There was some loot crate stuff. So a good little variety of little toys, but nothing. They had them all individually priced, and buying them individually is not worth it. So I took a look at a few things really quick just to see what the comps look like. I wouldn't bother. But it does look. Everything looks good there. That glass looks nice and filled with a lot of cool stuff. But it's all priced accordingly, so it's not nothing that you would make a good profit on at all, or that much of a profit, I should say. Especially when you consider, shipping, with fees, then your profit goes down to $1 or $2. So not worth it. You've got to always take into consideration your shipping supplies that you're going to be using, your the fees that are included, when you're buying an item. Now, eBay fees are generally a percentage of the overall cost. Of what the buyer pays, and that includes shipping. Kind of, kind of odd. I know people have their their own thoughts on that, but they will take their percentage after they include the shipping. So, I don't particularly agree with it, but it's a platform that I choose to sell on. So, it's their playing field, and if I want to sell on there, that's what I have to accept, and that's what I do. And so I buy things knowing that. And knowing, also what it's going to cost, shipping-wise as far as supplies go. So, which is why sourcing is so important, and which is why I want to show you guys the comps on screen, because you really don't get a whole picture when someone just flashes one price on there. That doesn't give you the whole picture of what ultimately something is going to be worth, or what you may potentially sell it for. And we're doing a quick look up right here. I see like this Bluetooth trucker headset thing. I think it was $16 on the. I think it was $16 or so. This one looked brand new though. So brand new, maybe 20. Was it $16? I don't know if I flashed the price tag on this guy, but ultimately it wasn't going to be worth it. And then I was kind of thinking I might be able to use this. It was like a Bluetooth mono headset. Then I find these. These are IP phones or Internet Protocol phones. So they would get their... Basically, you'd be plugging in the phone to an Ethernet cable that has internet connectivity, and that will allow you to place calls. Typically, what you would do with these would be set up at a desk station. Your internet, your Ethernet for your network would come in. You would plug it into the phone, and then from the phone, they would also have Ethernet out to go out to your computer, so that way the computer gets internet too. So, or is attached to the network, and the network will have internet connection. Okay. So you've seen some of these comps on here and what they're going for, and I didn't see any I sold new sold comps. These look possibly new, although they could have been used and they just didn't take off that plastic, the plastic peel. I have a feeling they've probably been used, so I'm going to sell them as used. They were, one was like $16.59, I believe, and the other two were $22. So when we get to the front to ultimately pay for these, we get them for the $16 for the lower price. And I think I only saw one used out there, and I think it was listed for $135. So I'm gonna probably come in at $100 on these. Because I could probably do better as far as the shipping costs. I know I can do better than the people that had it listed as far as shipping goes. And open offers and see what happens. Okay, so in my head, I'm thinking I'm going to list them for about $100. And my ultimate goal is to probably sell them for around $80 each. So there's 3 of them there. So, that's going to be a pretty good profit right there. $16, sell them for $80. We're talking probably about, after fees and stuff, maybe, what would that be? That drops down to 60. Take out fees, like $45 or so. So not bad. Not bad profit. And those, I'd be able to stuff inside a large bubble mailer too, as well. I mean, once I pack them up, I'd probably wrap some bubble wrap around them, throw them in the bubble mailer, boom, send them on their way. And the large bubble mailers I do get, I think they're like $1.09. I get them from Uline. They're fairly large in size, so pretty good price on those. It's not too bad. This thing was kind of cool. I mean, it wasn't really worth it ultimately. So we're gonna take a look at some comps really quick. Just a crystal globe, desk accessory thing. Interesting, cool, and it turns out a lot of listed there. You saw, flip over to solds, and doesn't really look that great. There are some little globe things there. They have precious stones embedded in them. It's kind of weird because they're not. I forget what they're called. I've sold them before, but they usually have like abalone and some other stones, natural stones, embedded into it. And it's like a little globe, but it's not. It doesn't look done. It's not done very well. But they sell very good. So I bought and sold them. Keep your eye out for those glow. They're I've seen them on like wine bottle stoppers, and I've also seen them as just like a paperweight. And they're just little globes, and you'll see. What I know when I first had spotted them, I noticed the abalone in it at first. That kind of just shines, has like a rainbow sheen to it. So I spotted that first, and that's what kind of caught my eye. And turns out they're pretty good sellers. So keep your eye out for it. And I don't think they actually had a name on it. I Google imaged it, and it came up with exactly what it was. And then I was able to find it on eBay through that. Here we are in the toy section. Not very good. I probably shouldn't even be coming through the toy section anymore, just because I'm not finding anything. I should probably leave this like to the end, towards the end of my trip, and quickly move through the other aisles, just because it's not very good. Not very good in the toys. Also here as well, I mean, the little miscellaneous kind of, you know, what I call the baggy wall section. It's not a baggy wall, but they have a lot of like miscellaneous. Sometimes, you know, they stuff a bunch of stuff in baggies. Look like a Wade. There's these little figurines from England. They're called Wade whimsicals. That's what that kind of look like. Look at these candles. I always take a look at the candles in this section. And the reason why, first of all, I'm looking for Bath & Body Works candles. And second, I'm also looking out for Glassy Baby, because Glassy Baby are candle holders, and someone may or may not have, you know, put a candle in one and started using it, and then maybe the residue wax is there. And so, being, you know, Goodwill, thinking, oh, it's candle, so they throw it in the candle section. So be careful, look out for those. Typically, we found them in. I know since I've been making these videos, we haven't found any, but typically we have found them over in the either in the colored glass area, where they have, you know, the end caps here at this one, that they'll have the different colors coordinated with glass and or pottery. And we've also found them in like the cup section, where they have just glass cups, colored glass cups. I mean, these aisles look, you know, when I'm watching this video, rewatching this video as I'm doing the voiceover here, and I'm staring at this aisle, man, it looks cluttered. It looks incredibly, and it is. I mean, it is incredibly packed and cluttered with stuff. But you know, when you see it in real life, it's not really like, to tell you the truth, it doesn't look that bad when I look at it in real life. But I think it is. It's just packed, and you know, how is anybody going to find anything in there? So, which is why, you know, I've said it before, I'm looking for something to draw me in, something to pull me in, to kind of, yeah, something that will make me want to dig through it. So looking here, I haven't really bought any silverware lately. Nothing has been really good that I found. But a few bins out here, bunch of placemats or some. Yeah, I think there was placemats. It had just a bunch of big items in it. I did find some not too long ago, some Disney the Disney Star Wars, like the R2-D2 BB-8 and a couple others. I forgot what the other two were. C-3PO, like hard shell suitcases, like the rolling suitcases with all four wheels. Because we were looking for some four-wheel suitcases when we go traveling. And we see people going through the airport with the four wheels, and we're like, oh, that looks so... It looks so... You know, you don't really think about it until... Yeah, because we have the standard, you know, the little rolling luggage suitcases that you just kind of tilt and you roll. But when you use the four wheels, it's just so much nicer. And you see people in the airports and like, wow, that actually looks really convenient. And so we got them not too long ago, and we did do some traveling, and they were super convenient. I highly recommend getting the four wheel luggage rollers, and we found them here at Goodwill. So this is like their little Target area where they put their Target returns or Target potentially damaged items. Be careful too. Make sure you look at the boxes, because I found some toys where it said it appeared to be resealed, and but I mean I didn't know for sure, but I did open it, and the action figure was, or I should say, the little piece of the action figure, because it's one of those Build-A-Figures from Marvel. One of the pieces was taken out, so always check your boxes. People will, no matter, you know, even if it looks like it's perfectly sealed, be careful. Especially at Goodwill's in my area, because they don't allow returns. Once you buy it, you buy it. I think I mentioned this before. Even though there's no returns, you could potentially return an item, and I chalk that up to, you know, just being nice. They always see me there. Always courteous. I've helped out the staff. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have, because it could be a liability, but you know, jumped in and helped out the staff with some, you know, few things, maybe lifting something, or help them just, you know, hold open a door for something. You just, you know, as you go out sourcing, you're gonna get seen, you're gonna get recognized, and just be be helpful, kind, and in return, I guess in return, I get to make returns. I get to do returns. I don't take advantage of the situation. One thing I don't do, I don't take advantage of the situation. I don't be like, hey, I know so-and-so, can you... No, I don't do that. So, there are certain perks that come from just being a nice, kind person. Especially because I see these people all the time. It's crazy. You just get to know people just because we're here all the time. This is like our office. Same thing goes for the flea market too. I mean, returns to the flea market are a whole different story. I don't even think... I've never attempted that before, but still, you know, you want to get a good deal. Make sure you're nice, cool, kind. You know, you don't want to be, you know, insult anybody or anything like that. You don't want to be rude. Trust me, everybody at the flea market, they know everybody at the flea market knows everybody. So if you are rude or obnoxious, or, you know, get mad at somebody, at a vendor or something, that news is going to spread, and you're not going to have a good or fun time at the flea market. Cool little glass cup here. Back to the items on the shelves and what I'm looking at. We're in the clear glass section right now, and nothing very good. As you can tell, I'm not opening into my cart right now. So far, we just got those internet phones. I have that Bluetooth headset, but I'm going to put it back. I know my wife is picking up some stuff as well, too. She's here, and she's out and about shopping. Perhaps one of these days, I'll have her carry a camera, although she won't like it, but... but we can catch what she's picking up as well, too, and maybe her thoughts. We're over here in the large furniture section, large item section. Have I found... Oh, wait a second. Okay. This item right here, first of all, I think it's like $32, if I remember correctly. I mean, I'll definitely cover it in the recap if I don't show the price tag here. But this is a Starbucks coffee grinder. There it is right there. Starbucks barista coffee grinder. Now, coffee grinder, nothing really right home about. But this Starbucks one is very interesting because there are sold comps on it. Now, I wouldn't be paying, you know, like $32 for it based on these sold comps. We're looking at what's currently listed. Let's jump over to solds. And you'll see here, probably around 50 bucks is what we're looking at. All right. But so I think I just noticed the price and I'm like, ah. So, I dropped the lid too. I don't think it broke. Okay, look at. Did you see the price? $32. Like $30 and what? 29 cents on that, or 9 cents? Man. Okay. But the reason why I'm gonna pick this up is because there's currently none listed. Oh, the only thing listed right now are parts. But as far as the whole machine, I walked over and plugged it into the wall and tested it, and it works. Make sure you test your, if you can test your electronics while you're at Goodwill, test them. Ask them. There's usually a plug somewhere that works, and they will allow you to test items. They will allow you to open items, so make sure you open, check them, test them if you can. Now, there's none listed for this grinder, only parts right now. But there are plenty of solds around the $50-ish range. So I'm going to shoot for something a little bit higher. I'm probably going to shoot for 80 bucks on it. I may open offers, I may not. I'm unsure at the moment. Because the holidays are coming up, and people are going to be drinking, getting together. People are going to drink a lot of coffee. So I'm going to gamble a little bit and see how much it goes for. Now, I'm going to cover the few things I bought in the recap, which is going to come up shortly. And I'll go over a few more thoughts. Hey everybody, welcome to the recap here. We're doing a little something different. You get to see me, the man behind the camera. And I'm going to go over the stuff that we purchased in this video. First of all, it's a Friday here. Happy Friday. Cheers to everybody that's out there. If you're of age, I don't know what country you live in, but if you're of age and can enjoy an adult beverage, I recommend it. Now, first thing I want to talk about really quick is sales. I know everybody's been talking about it. Sales have been down. Sales have been down for us over here. I run this with me and my wife. You'll see her in some of the videos. But sales have been down. Okay. Last couple weeks though, things have been going back up. Now, one of the biggest indicators of sales going up are impressions on eBay. If you look at the metrics, if impressions are up, generally sales will start to follow impressions. And impressions are up. Last time I looked, I think it was 19% for me. It was up 19%, which is really good. Really glad to see impressions going up. As far as how much we're making, that is returning, coming back. The average for the month is still a little bit down. I think it's down about 14%. But that first week in August wasn't very good at all. So, but things are coming back up. I mean, it wasn't like in the dumps. It wasn't like I was having no sales. I know there's some people out there that were having no sales at all. But we've been having sales, and we run a fairly large store compared to probably most people out there. It's not huge. We have about currently sitting close to 1,900 items. It's like 1,850 items. I'm trying to get up. Hopefully, I keep adding items every day. Which is what you got to do on eBay. You got to add items every day to your store. And once I start to get close to that 1,900, it just seems to get knocked back down by sales. And then I put more in there, then it back down. So hopefully, in a few weeks, we'll have over 1,900 items in the store. Now, most of my items will sell, but in about a year or so. Some of them sell quicker than others. The other day, I just listed some dollhouse little. I think you saw them in a video not too long ago. Little tiny porcelain dollhouse dining set. I listed it. It's sold in about 3 hours. I listed it for $15. We got the whole bag. I think if you guys saw in the video in the bag, I think the bag was like $4. So already made our money back, already in the profit. And then I have one more little tiny dollhouse set that should hopefully put us more into the profit. So don't worry, sales will come back. I've been through the .com the dot-com bust. I've been through the recession of 20, I mean, that was bad. The recession was bad. 2006, '07. I mean, I think the recession was probably worse than the dot-com bust, because the dot-com just seemed to affect here in Silicon Valley, which is where I live right now. So during the dot-com bust, I wasn't really selling that much on eBay, but I was buying and selling on there. But by the time of the recession, yeah, I mean, I was selling on there, and you can see sales start to dip. So it's not that bad. Sales seem to be picking up. I don't know about other platforms. I'm primarily focused on eBay here on this channel. So, don't worry. Keep listing. Stay consistent. I know a lot of people want, to place blame somewhere. They want to place blame on eBay. Place blame on us as sellers. Maybe we're doing something wrong. It's not necessarily anybody's fault. It's just, patterns, people's buying patterns. There may be some glitches on eBay, but that comes with technology. So I'm not going to place the blame on eBay, not going to place the blame on sellers. We could say the economy. But, we are all consumers of something. So one of the things, and I know I've talked about this in several videos, is diversify. Just like, if you're into investing, if you do any investing, diversify your investment portfolio, diversify what you sell. That's what I highly recommend. I don't necessarily recommend, cross-listing. Maybe you want to sort. What I do is I source for certain platforms. I don't cross-list the same items, but that is, it is one tool. If you feel comfortable doing that, then do it. If you feel comfortable just sticking to one platform, stick to one platform. The thing is, get good items to sell. That's the key. And price them right. Price them accordingly. That's one of the reasons why I want to show you multiple comps in my videos. I'm going on my phone, showing you multiple comps. Because if I just flash one, it doesn't give you the whole picture. And I know a lot of people just flash one comp on there, and it generally the highest comp, because that's what gets people's attention. Is look, $100. This sold for $2,000. That grabs people's attention. But it's not reality. It's not realistic. So my goal is to show you. I try to be as realistic as possible. So my goal is to show you the real prices people are paying right now. So let's jump into what we got here really quick. This is a small haul, and I'm trying to teach everybody. So I'm not necessarily doing these massive hauls that you see a lot of people do. But I definitely will, we will do a big haul. Don't worry about that. I will eventually film a big haul. So these are Mitel IP cameras. Cameras, phones. So internet protocol phones. So basically you need a network connection with internet connectivity on, somewhere on the network, and you plug it in the back, and that gives you your telephone. Generally, they'll have one that comes in from your, from the wall, the network. The Ethernet cord will come from the wall into your phone, and then from your phone, it'll usually go off to your computer, which is usually in a business setting right next to your phone. So these may or may not have been used. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to list them as used no matter what. They still have the peel on there. They have all the accessories in here, along with the Ethernet cord. They have the receiver. Has the little adjustable height on there as well. So cool phones. We saw what they were going for, and I think I talked about it. I'm gonna list them for $100. My lowest I'm gonna take is $80. So one thing I always do is when anything's priced over about $20, not always the case. So it's not always the case that I do this, but if it's over $20, I'll generally put best offer on the item. And I'm already thinking about it when I'm sourcing items. I'm already like, okay, what's the lowest I can go on this item? And that'll actually determine if I buy it or not for the buy price. And Once, don't be afraid to put best offer. A lot of people think you're going to get a bunch of lowball offers. You're not. Maybe because I'm more of a seasoned seller. I mean, I've been selling on there for over 20 years, 23 years. So maybe that's why I don't see lowball offers. I don't know. But I do get them from time to time. But maybe if people are just starting out, maybe they are getting too many lowball offers. Don't worry. You can reject those offers or counter offer on those. But, it helps to have offers open because then you get more eyes on your item. I know when I search on eBay, when I'm shopping on eBay, I will look for people that have best offer on. And sometimes I will try to get a little bit more of a deal if I think it's, reasonable. Or if there's multiple items out there, I will ask maybe, hey, do you think you can go a little bit lower? And I'll shoot over an offer. But it helps to get eyes on your item. The more eyes are on your item, the better and the more likely it's going to sell. So don't be afraid to put best offer on items. Especially if they're higher dollar items and you get them for pretty low. Like I explained in the video, we got each of these phones for $16.50 or something. And so my goal is to hopefully sell them for $80 each. Now the next thing, and I've talked about this in videos, is IKEA. IKEA is a good brand to look out for. Is it a good brand? I don't like IKEA, but I've built so much IKEA furniture over the years. It's jaded me. But people love IKEA items. So this is pretty cool. This is an easy item, small, easy to ship. It's just a little battery operated candle. Holidays are coming up, and $6.79 is what I paid for it. My goal is to hopefully get about $25 on this item. And I just did a trip not too long ago where I found another one. So hopefully about 20, 25. I'll go as low as 20. Maybe I'll go as low as 18. If someone shoots me an offer and is asking 18, maybe they threw an explanation in there. I might accept it. But I accept a lot of offers just because a lot of offers are reasonable. So don't think you're not going to get reasonable offers. It's not like local pickups where local pickups, people lowball you all the time. It never fails. You put an item out there, or you do a local pickup, and then all of a sudden, the person gets there and they're telling you, how about $20 less? How about $50 less? I'm like, you're here already. What the heck? Is that all you brought with you? So it's kind of annoying sometimes, but it happens. I'm used to it. I've been doing local sales for a long time as well, too. So this is something my wife picked up on the trip. These are vintage Victoria's Secret lingerie leggings. They are brand new. There's one pair in there. This was a bit of a gamble, but it should be like $15 or so. $2.19. You guys can see that. I'm willing to gamble on $2.19. So not something I regularly sell. My wife picked it up. So we'll throw it in the store and see how well it does. There's one thing that's not here. Let me grab that really quick. It's over there behind the camera. Okay. There we go. And I've had great success with selling these are cycling jerseys. So they have the pockets in the back, 3 pockets. I used to be an avid biker. So these are, the jerseys that bikers would wear. I mean, they're super comfortable. They're super lightweight. You get really hot as you're biking. Even on a cold day, you get really hot and sweaty. Not sure what's going on outside. Someone just threw on the horn loud. And someone's still doing that. But either way, we'll keep going with the video. This was $9.09. And we've sold jerseys like this with the all-over print for around $30. So this is Blazing Saddle, Habanero Pepper Sauce, XX Hot. And this is a good size too, extra large. So I know it doesn't look like an extra large, but they're designed to fit very snug against the body. They're breathable, and the zipper, you always want to make sure the zipper works. And yep, that works. So cool item. I mean, these jerseys are really cool. I mean, they just have a really cool all over print. I think we sold a Big Bird one, Sesame Street one not too long ago too. And that one sold, I think, for $35. So these all over prints for the jerseys, really cool items. But that's it. That's the haul. And so I hope you guys learned something. Let me know if you guys like to see my face. I don't like seeing my face. Actually, I'm not used to seeing myself. Excuse me. But it is a hot day. We just got our AC fixed. It's been out for a week. So that's good to go. I hope you guys are cool wherever you guys are at. And I hope you guys like the videos. Let me know if you guys like this new format. Maybe I'll keep doing it. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, thank you guys. Thank you to any subscribers. Thank you to any comments, positive or negative. I really, I like reading comments. I'll read everybody's comment that puts a comment, and I appreciate the thumbs up. Otherwise, let me know if you guys found any of this stuff. Let me know if any of this is helpful to you. Thank you. See you guys in the next video.